Hello, I am Mac, at least for a day, and I have decided to start playing some different games on my channel. No Man's Sky is still going to be my main game that I play, but anytime I find a game that I really like and I really want to share it with you all, I'm going to do a series about it. This game, Bound, was free with PlayStation Plus, and at first I wasn't going to do a video about it, any videos about it, but then I played it and I absolutely love it. This game is pure joy, beauty. It's so much fun to play. So I decided I'm going to do a full Let's Play of it with episodes. So let's go ahead and start a new game. I had to overwrite my save data, which is fine. Like I said, this game is, well, you'll see. What I really like is that it starts out, this is a real fantasy kind of game, but it starts out grounded in reality. It's, well, you'll see as we go along. So in this game, you start out getting to play as a pregnant woman. That was like the first thing for me that like really sold me on this game. Like, what other game do you get to play as a pregnant woman? It's pretty awesome. And basically, as far as I can tell, like I said, I've played this game a little bit, so I know what happens in the first little bit of the game, but I won't spoil too much of it. But so you play as this lady, and I think basically everything that happens in the game is her imagination, and it's all very symbolic. I think she's, well, I'll wait till we get in, but I need to walk along here a little bit, and then I'll start the next part. Oh, it's just so beautiful the way this starts out. It looks so real. Like, the setting is very realistic at this part. So she sits down with her book. So now we're into the fantasy world. Princess. Yes, mother? A monster is destroying my kingdom. Go and stop him. So like I was saying, this game I think is very symbolic. I think she's going through this in her imagination. And look, I can twirl. I love that. I can twirl around. Yeah, so I think it's symbolic of her life. I don't know if the mother represents herself and the character you play as is her unborn child, or if the character you play as is her and the mother represents her mother. Still not sure about that, but I think everything that happens is all representative of her life. Like, she's creating a fantasy world to represent the way her life has been, or maybe something like that. But anyway, yeah, you play as this kind of ballerina princess. Right now you can just like jump and twirl around, which I love. But we'll get more dance moves as we go along. So this is a game a lot like Journey or Abzu. where you kind of go through an obstacle course, go through the different levels and areas, and there's not really any combat system. There are dangers, but you don't really fight. You just kind of experience the beauty and the music and everything like that. And I really like that kind of game. So we go through this. And it's all very, it's kind of like, I don't know if this would be considered low poly, but the graphics are beautiful, as you can see, even though they're very simplistic. Everything's made out of like geometric shapes, 3D geometric shapes. Like this is the water, like in the real world where we just were, she's by the water, but you're also kind of by the sea here, but the sea's made out of cubes. It's very beautiful, very peaceful. Oh, I can already dance some. I thought it didn't unlock that dance until later, but yeah, you have dance moves. I think I can dance, but it doesn't have the same power that it'll have later. But ooh, wow, that's cool. So yeah, you can dance already. You don't have to unlock it. Oh wow, I have all my moves already. I thought my moves didn't get unlocked till later. I guess I just didn't know what they were when I first started the game. There's very simple puzzles and things. Sometimes you have to kind of figure out where you need to go in order to progress, but it's nothing too difficult. And like I said, you can sort of fail, and there's the title, Bound. You can like die, quote unquote die. Like if I fell off the world, well, I'm gonna go ahead and show you. You can, oh, it won't let me fall off here. But if you do fall off or something kills you, you just restart right back from where you died, pretty much. There's not really any kind of penalty for failing, which I like. I know some people will think that's dumb, but I like games that don't really penalize you for failing. They just kind of make you try again. They'll make you redo a whole bunch. This is one of my favorite spots. I just came here first time I played, right up to this little cliff edge. You can look out across everything. The music and the visuals and everything are just so neat. Like I said, it's all very representative. It's like these shapes are representing water. These other shapes are representing grass. Things like that. There's like statues here and there. Not sure what they represent. But anyway. But yeah, this game is just pure joy and fun. I mean, what other game do you play as a pregnant lady and then play as a ballerina princess? And basically, if you do, you don't really, like I said, there's not really combat, but in order to quote unquote combat some dangers, you have to dance, which we'll get into later. See, and we got this monster, like the queen said, there's this monster, which I'll explain who I think. Now this part, when I first played this, I thought I had to jump across. I tried jumping across over and over and I kept falling. I'll go ahead and show you. Like I said, you can fall and you can die, but then you just start back off from where you fell. And this is actually where you gotta go, down this ladder. So like I said, I really like games like this that are all about the beauty and the art of it. Kind of like No Man's Sky. A lot of No Man's Sky is about experiencing and just enjoying the sights and just kind of existing in this fantasy world. And I like that this game is grounded in reality, that it's like this is all in the imagination of the woman we saw at the beginning, but it's still a fantastic and amazing world. Because really that's the way all video games are. All video games start as an idea in someone's head, and then they program it into something real that we can play. Not like truly real, but you know, real enough for us to see it like it's like it seems like a real place. So it's all about making the imagination something real. And oh yeah, this part is cool. This is a cool little puzzle. You have to jump over to this button and over to this one quick enough. Oh, I did it already. I think, oh yeah, there's a little secret up here. If I jump, I can go up here, which I don't think you have to do. I like how at certain times, see, the wall will open up. It's really neat. You can see through things. It's like everything's kind of made out of paper or something. I don't know. Which makes a lot of sense, as we'll see in a little bit. Why everything seems like it's made out of paper, like origami. It's like everything's made out of origami shapes. Like they folded a bunch of boxes and they made everything out of paper boxes. Oh, yeah, and I got to... Sometimes your shadow, like watch, do you see that? My shadow just went. That gives you a clue as to what you need to do. Oh, press circle to roll. There we go. And there are hidden spots, which I've run into a few of them, that have like, later we'll see, I don't know if it's in this part or not, but there's like collectible sort of things, and you can get extra things and achievements for finding the little secret rooms. Which just kind of adds to the enjoyment. Oops. Which kind of adds to the enjoyment. Didn't think I could fall off this part. I can run across this part. I mean, it doesn't take a lot of balancing, but I guess if you jump, you can fall off. I like her little voice. Yeah, I really wonder if we're playing as the woman or if we're playing as her unborn child. Like if she's imagining this is her child before she's born or what. So there's the bad guy over there. I'm not sure if this part is a puzzle that you can solve. I mean, when I first came here, I thought maybe I need to avoid going on the black squares. Let's see if I can... nope. Seems like when you get too close, this happens. It's like we're playing chess. And this guy, I think this guy represents... I'm not sure who yet. I think it's either her boyfriend or husband, the father of her child, or it could be her own father. Because here, as you'll see in every little chapter of the game, you end with a scene from her life. I think that's her when she was a little girl, and that is probably her brother, and this is her father. So the evil monster that's trying to destroy the kingdom might be her father, but I don't know for sure yet because I haven't gotten that far to see for sure if that's who it represents. Because in this scene, her father is nice. He's just teaching them how to play chess. So I don't know if the bad guy represents an abusive father, or if the queen represents herself and her abusive boyfriend, husband, or what. But those are just my thoughts for how far I've gotten, what I think it might all mean. But after you just look around in these kind of areas, the cool thing about these parts is you have to look at an area in order for it to come into focus. It's kind of like it's kind of like our own memories. Okay, I'm really getting philosophical at this point, but there's this one quote that says, all memories are interpretations, and that's true. When we remember something, we never remember anything exactly the way it was. Our minds kind of reconstruct an image in our mind of what happened, and we basically just interpret that, interpret what happened based on what we remember. So anyway, in all of these scenes, as you look at part of the scene, it will start to come into focus. The pieces will start to come together, and then the memory will become whole, and you can see what the scene is about. But more about that later in future episodes. So in each of these little memories, you have to exit through the doorway in order to get out of it. What happened, child? He's so strong. I failed you. There's a savior hiding in the deep. You must find him and convince him to help us. This game reminds me a lot of Tearaway Unfolded. I tried playing that game, but I didn't enjoy it too much. Which reminds me, a game I've really been looking out for that I really want to play that isn't out yet is Dreams by Media Molecule, who also made Tearaway Unfolded and Little Big Planet. I have big hopes that Dreams is going to be a good game. And the exciting news that we recently got, they released a YouTube video teasing that they're gonna be showcasing Dreams at PSX in December. So I'm excited about that. We're hoping that they'll finally give us a release date for it. A release date for Dreams. But anyway, yeah, like I said, this game kind of reminds me of Tearaway Unfolded. It's kind of what I kind of wanted Tearaway Unfolded to be. Oh, darn it. Because I didn't really like that Tearaway Unfolded had kind of a wordy narrative, and it was all kind of silly in its presentation, which is part of its charm, I guess, but I just couldn't get into it. I quit playing it. But this game, oh, I absolutely love it. I love that it's very minimalistic narrative and leaves a lot of it up to you to interpret what's going on, like all the interpretations I've been saying. Oh man, I love that. Look at all that. I love it when there's like a destroyed landscape. Things are all floating around. I think that's things that the monster has destroyed. Ooh. Is there something hidden down here? Never came down here. Is this a secret place? No, I guess not. Ooh. And at times he'll roar and kind of paralyze you for a little bit. Going down this elevator. But yeah, I'll definitely be continuing to keep tabs on Dreams for when it comes out, and I will do that on my channel. I will do Dreams on my channel when it comes out. The cool thing about Dreams is it is, well, like, especially like Little Big Planet, it's a very much going to be a you know, player created kind of game where players create levels for each other to play. I think that'll give a lot of cool content to the channel. I'll be able to play a player-generated, player-created level in each episode, but we'll have to wait and see. I mean, we don't know how long still it's going to take. I like these ribbon things. You don't. When I first got on it, I thought it was going to show her climbing it, but she just slides up and down. So neat. She just slides up and down these ribbons. Ooh, music's getting good. Whee! It's all very, what's the word? Choreographed. It's very choreographed movements. Kind of wish I had a name for her. It just calls her the princess, I guess. Oh yeah, and here's the guy I'm supposed to be looking for. Who dares enter my realm? Savior, please, help me defeat the monster. Which monster is that? The one that destroys the kingdom. This part is cool. The kingdom is already gone. Yeah, this is when it teaches you how to dance using R2. You use R2 in combination with other buttons to create dances. So I'm dancing for this guy, I guess to convince him to help me. So that's when you learn to use dances to overcome obstacles. Oh, we need. It has a picture of her. And of course, it's got to have rock pushing puzzles, I guess. I love doing flips on these. Whee! I like that there's not... See, I don't really like platforming games, but I like that there's not a lot of risk, that you don't have to go back a long way if you do fail and fall. It makes it enjoyable for me. These things are going to try to hurt me. I got to dance to keep them off of me. Such amazing presentation in this game. I like games that are art, that aren't just trying to, you know, just give you things to kill and all that. I like games that try to really amaze you with their beauty. Either games that are art or games that let you create art. That's what I really enjoy. And this thing's bad. I gotta get a shield up to go through here. There we go. You basically dance to create a shield to protect you from all these nasty things attacking me. See, if I don't dance, they start to... Well... Yeah, see, they start to hurt me. So gotta deflect them. Now, is this one of the spots with a secret door? I don't remember. I don't think so. So I think that represents fire, that red stuff. And there'll be more about that later in the game. Yeah, there's the bad guy. He's often fighting with the queen. Another thing that makes me think that they are a pair of people that didn't get along well. So this is kind of the chapter select. You've got her sketchbook. We just completed that chapter. So I think I could choose any chapter I want. I think that then you've got to complete all the chapters in order to finish the game. But I'll probably do them in order. I'm just going to do one chapter per episode. So that was the first chapter. Nice introduction to the game. So yeah, this is Bound. I'm going to be doing a series on this until it's over. I know I said I don't like games that end, but when games are as beautiful and as fun as this, I really wanted to share it with you all. So that is the first episode of Bound. I have been Mac. Thanks for joining me for a day, and I'll see you on the next day that I am Mac.